Hi there, Dead Ideal Boy here, back with another video, and before we jump into the action, let's take a moment to pause and look at the makeup of the driver ratings in this lobby. Now, we're running from the back on our A account. We're normally A+, but we've let this account slide a little bit. We've got predominantly B-rated drivers ahead of us, which would normally be the surefire signal for chaos and carnage. And believe you me, I was absolutely shocked about what was about to unfold. And I say that without a hint of irony. Now, Group 4, we're kind of all in the Citroen. That seems to be the car of choice for this particular race, and we're going to hurtle down the home straight to get it underway. Now, while we do that, it would be the perfect opportunity for you to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. The subscribing part is mega helpful, because that could help us one day reach 10,000 subscribers, which is not an absolute pipe dream anymore. It is not that far off in the distance, and believe you me, hitting that subscribe button would really help me out. So if you have not already done so, then please consider it. If you have already done so, then thank you so much for helping me out and building the channel the way it has been built. It's incredible. But enough of that. Into the action, as I said. Lap 1, always got to be a little bit wary, especially on Dragon Trail Gardens. There's a couple of big dive bombing opportunities, that hairpin being one of them, so you've just kind of got to keep your wits about you, keep an eye on that radar, just basically stay alive is the real key to this part of the race. Now, you can see up ahead there's smoke and there's somebody exiting stage right. I think they took a little bit of a nudge, and yeah, that's how easy your race can be compromised and basically ruined on lap 1. But we've not got involved in any of that stuff. We're just, minding our own business, not going for anything, no big sends, nothing major. Just keep it safe, stay in the race, survive lap 1, and then see where we can go from there. Now, you can see there's a little opportunity now to get up the inside safely, and we get up the inside, but fair play to the driver on the right. He just absolutely handled the outside of that hairpin very professional. Superb racing, side-by-side stuff. That is what you want to see. Now, we've got a chance now perhaps to have a little sneak up the inside here, but we don't take the opportunity. You can see somebody running wide up ahead there though, and we're kind of involved in this little bit of a scrap at the back. But again, the key here is stay alive. We don't want to risk doing anything silly. You can easily lose it on the curbs here. You can easily, overshoot the braking points at one of the hairpins and end up in all sorts of trouble. So gaps opening up a little bit there, but that's through choice. We want to leave ourselves a little bit of breathing space here. We've got a bit of room behind us, so we don't need to worry about being dive bombed. See here though, cars ahead all behaving themselves impeccably as we go halfway around the second lap. Now, I've got the opportunity here maybe to send a little, stick a little nose in, but again, just going to bide our time, stay patient. We could have a run now. You can see here the black Citroen just lost it on the curb a little bit, and you can see the driver ahead, Gran, he just makes the move and gets right round the outside and off he goes. But look how impeccably behaved, and driving standards were just unbelievably good there. Now, that's, as I said, a B-rated driver, and yeah, you couldn't ask for any more than that. They were well aware of where I was, and they gave me all the room I needed on the outside, and I reciprocated by not squeezing them and giving them plenty of room on the inside. Now, you can see we're right back now onto the rear end of Drone, but he's got the slip of the car in front, and that's going to help him out by giving him the slipstream and preventing us from making the move that we wanted to make up the inside. But fair play to him, he's took a really wide line there, but he's maintained his speed, so we just filter back in behind, and as I said, we're going to survive another couple of moments there without losing too much time. But you can see there how easy it is for someone just to get a little bit out of shape on the sausages of that chicane there, and both myself and Drone, we make the move and we get through. Now, here we are, we've got a run, we've got a really good run now, and we're going to come up to one of the best chances we've got to make a move, and we're going to go round the outside. Look at the space though we give each other, really, really respectful. Probably gave each other a bit too much room, I certainly did, and I basically made a little bit of a mess of it. Could have got a much better run and exit out of there, but because they had been so respectful with me to this point, I was probably overly cautious, and that's the kind of thing you want to give each other. But you can see here, now we've got a chance to make the move, and this is where we could possibly get it done. But again, look at the respect given, because this is one of the most difficult places to go side by side, and both of us were so aware of each other's car that no contact, not even the slightest hint of contact was made. That is such a refreshing thing to have and to see and to be involved in this game. You can see here, again, we're still right on his tail, and we're being really, really patient here because we know we've got the speed, we know we've got the pace, but sometimes you've just got to be patient and accept that it might take a mistake from the car in front before you can get the move done, because over-aggressive driving just isn't my style, and it's not something I like to have done against me. So, you know, even when you know you've got the pace, sometimes you've just got to sit tight and try and wait for a better opportunity. Now, the two of us handle the sausages there, and he's got quite a good run as we come back up to the hairpin. Now, this was a chance I had on the last lap, but wasn't able to get it done. I'm quite far back here, so I don't think we're going to be able to get the move done this time. But you can see here, he just overshoots the brakes slightly and then runs a little bit wide. Now, I think he was probably, again, very mindful of me coming round and didn't want to squeeze me or make contact, so he gave me probably too much space, and it caused him a bit of a compromise on the exit. Now, we get the move done, and there we go. It took us basically to lap 4, well, halfway around lap 4 to get the move done. Now, we accept we lost time to the cars in front by just sitting and waiting, but I felt better about my own race and how I had treated other drivers around me that I knew I was quicker than, by just basically being patient and racing the way I would like to be raced against. It's all about respect, and that was exactly what was given by both drivers there. Irrespective of driver rating, that's a B-rated driver against an A-plus driver, and, you know, good racing is possible. You can see here, by the time we got to the end of lap 6, we were heading towards a 4-second gap, so we were probably about a second a lap quicker, but that doesn't always mean that you need to force your way past somebody or nudge them out the way or stick a nose in at the corner when you probably shouldn't. Sometimes, you know, you can get as much satisfaction out of just having some nice racing like that, and just, you know, basically being able to look yourself in the mirror at the end of a race. Now, you can see here, we've come out the pits, we're in P7, we've lost a lot of time during all that kind of side-by-side stuff and being patient, but we've got 4 seconds now to make up, and by the time we got to the end of lap 10, we had kind of made it up. We were up to P6, and we're within a second now of P4, and that, you know, to me, irrespective of the result or getting podiums, I was loving this race. The fact that we had kind of picked our way through cleanly, we'd got past every driver that we got past without making a single bit of contact, and it just felt good. It felt really good that nobody was punting, dive bombing me. Everybody that I overtook basically gave me all the respect and all the time and space and that, you know, that you want if you're having some good racing, and that was, you know, 50-50. We gave each other that time and space, and it was just really refreshing. Now, can we get an unlikely P4? We've got 2 cars to get past, and we've only got half a lap to do it. Again, we know we've got the pace here because we've caught up 4 seconds in the space of 4 laps, so we're about a second a lap quicker. Now, that doesn't, as I said, mean that we're going to just saunter on past anybody that we come across, because you've got to use your sort of racecraft, get creative, try and make an opening, try and get something done. But again, if the person in front holds their lines, drives carefully and respectfully, then there's nothing you can do. You've just got to try and hope for a little bit of a mistake. And as we head down to the final hairpin, you can see here we're going to have a run at it. We've got a little bit of an opening. Can we go for it? And we could have went for it, and maybe we just got our nose cut off a little bit. But in their defence, I was kind of sticking my nose in, so I backed out, and I had no problems with them sort of coming across that space because I wasn't really far enough up to make the move, and I was happy with that. A P6 to finish, okay. Some B-rated drivers finished ahead of me. I've got absolutely no problems with that because all that was good, clean racing. And there you go, in the lobby after the race, somebody thanks you for a clean race, and to me, that's the win. That is exactly what I set out to achieve any time I get in a race. If somebody thanks me for a clean race, I know that it's been a good race and that I'm happy with how things went. That is all I want. Good, clean, fun racing, and we got it there despite differences in driver rating. It was amazing. But I want to just say thank you all for watching it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the clean racing, the good battling, the fact that different driver ratings can all come together and have good fun in races like that. It was fantastic to be involved in. If you've not hit the subscribe button, do it now. Like the video, and I'll see you all on the next one. Goodbye.